Hi, everybody. It's the Film Optimist, and today I'm talking about Happy Feet. I love animation, and I don't really talk about it a lot, as much as I would love to. Being a film optimist, a film reviewer, a film critic, animation gets a real bad rep for no fucking reason. Like, when I tell people my favorite movie of all time, which is The Lion King, automatically it's like my opinion is invalid because you like a cartoon. That's your favorite movie. And it's like, yeah, it's a great movie, and I'll talk about that eventually. But I feel like just real quick to get this out of the way, animation is just as good as regular film. The non-animated stuff. Um, that being said, Happy Feet is remarkable. Stayed away from it for a long time. When it came out, I was like, okay, dancing penguins, cool. And penguins are really big. I think Happy Feet was around the same time as March of the Penguins. Was a year afterwards. Hey, it might be a year. I might be on the money. Yep. A year after March of the Penguins. Um, and that's something that I also want to talk about too. The correlation between these two films. I was thinking. So in Happy Feet, we meet and what's the mom's name? What's the mom's name? What? Where the hell is the mom's name? Norma Jean, Nicole Kidman, and Hugh Jackman is Memphis. I how come I didn't know that? Um, it's if you don't know Penguins, if you haven't seen March of the Penguins, or you haven't seen anything like any documentary about penguins, or just don't know about penguins, the women leave. They lay eggs, they leave, and they go hunt. They become bad bitches, and they're like, "Fuck you, men. You stay at home, take care of these eggs." And they begin this big ass march where they nestle the egg under their little penguin tushies, and they just waddle fucking to a new place. They migrate, and a lot of baby penguins die. Like a lot of these eggs don't hatch. They March of the Penguins is fucked up. Um, I know I'm talking about everything but Happy Feet right now, just kind of touching on it a little bit. So Memphis is going along this way. All the penguins sing in this herd. Makes it, I guess, like it's kind of they're unique because they all sing and they sing together, and they're other herds don't do that. I think that's the implication here. Um, and to find your soulmate, someone to match your heart song, you need to sing. You need to sing, and like it needs to speak to someone. Like just like, oh man, that's the person that I love, and that's Memphis and Norma Jean's story. Memphis is very much a fucking Elvis impersonator. Norma Jean's very soft spoken. Um, I think a light singing voice. I don't really recall, but he's singing. He's, oh, I'm coming, Norma Jean. Oh, and it's like really cold, harsh winds, and he drops the fucking egg. Back to March of the Penguins. You drop that egg's fucking gone. That egg is done for. So he drops the egg. It goes tumbling down the hill, and it's like, oh no, and it's kind of played off as half serious, half silly, like, oh no, and then he's like, okay, come here, and he puts the egg back. Okay, nothing happened. Nothing happened. They go back, and he's like, man, my fucking wife will kill me. Norma Jean's gonna kill me if she finds out. So he has the egg, and the egg hatches, and well, the egg doesn't hatch immediately. It's kind of like this tense moment, and then the egg hatches, and out pops Mumble, the little baby, voiced by E.G. Daily. For those who don't know, E.G. Daily played Dottie in Pee Wee's Big Adventure, and was also the voice of Buttercup and Powerpuff Girls. And Tommy Pickles, my boy, in Rugrats and the sequel series All Grown Up. A wonderful, wonderful voice actress, and provides a really good, basically Tommy Pickles voice in this little baby penguin, and it's like just tapping around immediately, And it's like, what are you doing there, son? And he's like, I'm happy. And he's like, okay, what are you doing with your feet? Oh, they're happy too. It's like, oh, this is adorable. This is gonna be a great movie. And a lot of dangers like walruses and all kinds of shit. Like it's like, man, this is a dangerous world. And it's an animated film. This is why I love animated movies so much, is that it touches on serious subjects. As serious as a movie about a tap dancing penguin can be. They talk about they touch on a lot of subjects, but Mumble is an outcast because of his happy feet. He can't sing. All the other penguin can sing, all the little babies and everything. He can't sing. Oh, fuck, this is fucked up. And he's got a different like color palette and everything because he was dropped as a baby. That's really fucked up. It's a really fucked up point for this movie uh, to make. Like, hey, don't drop your kids or else they'll be freaks. Like, holy shit. It happens. Hey, parents out there, you're gonna drop your kids. It's gonna happen. It may not happen to you, but if it does, don't feel bad. My daughter was dropped on her head like 3 times. Um, it's okay. It's not a bad thing. This movie's like, nah, it's fucking. Your kid's gonna be an outcast. And we get the time skip, and all the penguins are grown up. And there's like a baby. There's a little baby penguin named Gloria. There's Seymour. Um, these characters, I wouldn't say these characters don't matter. Gloria especially matters. Um, but Seymour is like his name's Fat. His name's Seymour, but he's voiced by Fat Joe. He's like a rapper and everything. Really, really fun character. He's like Gloria's best friend and everything. And people think that um, later on in the movie, it's Gloria and Seymour like together, but not really. It's really like kind of like a heartbreaking moment for Mumble. Voiced by Elijah Wood, who is amazing. I love Elijah Wood and everything that he does. And he's got the perfect voice for voice acting. Like he does a lot of things that I'm excited to talk about. There's only one thing really. I mean, there's only like 2 things really. There's only like 3 things really where his voice is featured. Um, but this is the first time I ever heard his voice like captured. So and the late Brittany Murphy, man, what a wonderful talent. Gone way too soon. She voices Gloria, and they have perfect chemistry. She's like singing at one point and trying to like find her soulmate, and everyone's singing to her, I'll make love to you, and she's just like, it don't work. And then Mumble shows up. He's like, sing to this, and he starts tapping. She's like, it don't work, baby, it don't work. And then she starts singing to his tap dance. She's like, oh my god, this is actually really beautiful. He's making a beat, and I'm singing to it, and it's a rhythm. And then everyone starts dancing. And the villain here really is voiced by Hugo Weaving, I believe. Yes, as Noah the Elder. He's the leader of everyone. He's the one that ultimately is like, you need to get the fuck out, Mumble, because one, you're not gonna graduate because you can't sing. So you're always gonna be the outcast, even though Norma Jean's like, please just go with the graduates, and you're our graduate. Like I don't give a fuck what anyone says. You're not a freak. And then they're about to cast him out. And Norma Jean's like, please no. And Memphis is like, he's got to go. And they're like, why? And he's like, because I dropped him when he was just an egg. And everyone's like, oh my god. And then we learn about the aliens, which are us, humankind. Goes to a zoo and becomes like a fucking zombie. And like, man, this movie touching on some real shit. And they do a really good job of blending animation, the 3D animation, with live action. The non-animated actors that play like the aliens and everything. It's really, really unique to Happy Feet. You don't see this in a lot of other movies. I love the animation technique. Um, but all's well that ends well. They see the aliens. They're going to like die of starvation or some shit. Like something bad happens, and Mumble saves them all by dancing. Um, like even Noah starts dancing when he sees the aliens. He's like, "Oh shit!" He starts dancing. Forgot to mention that there's Carlos Alrazquez in this. I didn't know that. Robin Williams is in this as the voice of Ramon, Cletus, Lovelace, and he's the narrator. Lovelace is a fun character. I mean, all the little Hispanic fucking penguins are awesome. Um, but yeah, they're so cool. They're really cool. The Amigos, uh, great soundtrack. Like, man, this movie is just really cool. It's a good musical. It's really awesome. Um, but that's basically it with Happy Feet. When I first saw it, I was like, man, this is really surprising. I didn't think I'd like it. Nothing, anything that's like non-Disney, that's animated, really needs to like step it up for me to really notice it. Even DreamWorks, man, like I'm like, man, they got to really do something to really make me notice this shit. Um, but that's basically my thoughts on Happy Feet. What do you think about Happy Feet? Remember, triumph begins with a try and ends with an oomph. That's a quote from the movie. Tell me what you think about Happy Feet. Tell me what you think about the music and Elijah Wood, R.I.P. Brittany Murphy, and you all have a wonderful day.